This is a blue shark with broad, wing-like fins. It rides the ocean currents, traveling more than 5,000 miles each year. It hasn't eaten for nearly 2 months, but the sea carries a message from far away, the rich, fatty scent of oil, and it draws the shark steadily onward. After days of searching, the smell grows stronger. A whale killed by a ship's impact. To a shark, it's nothing less than a banquet. But the blue shark must be cautious, because a great white is already here, 10 times heavier than the blue shark, and just as eager for the whale's carcass.
Here, beauty and death exist side by side. One wave gives life.
The great white wastes no time, tearing into the most energy-rich flesh. Now we can see. Why such carrion can be so important to them. Only when the great white has had its fill do smaller sharks, like the blue, dare to approach for what remains. As the scent of oil spreads through the water, more blue sharks are drawn in just a few days.
In the black mirror of the sea, a pod of orcas waits, silent shadows in the deep.
The choicest parts will be stripped away, and once the fat can no longer keep it afloat, the huge body will sink into the deep. But for the blue shark, now well stocked with reserves,
Rises and crashes upon the ice, sweeping the penguins into the water. Chaos erupts.
it may not need to feed again for another 2 months. In the deep ocean, more than half of all creatures move with the currents. Jellyfish can cross an entire ocean, and anything that brushes their tentacles may become their next meal. Some grow to a meter, sometimes even 2, and when fortune favors them, they drift into a cloud of plankton,
Farther away, on a larger ice floe, a lone seal rests under the pale Antarctic Sunday. It believes the ice to be its sanctuary.
and the feast begins. They belong to an ancient group, the cnidarians, among the most common life forms on Earth. Simple in design, and extraordinarily successful. But among them is a creature that resembles a jellyfish.
Then hurl their massive bodies toward
Yet is far more complex and far more dangerous. The Portuguese man, a war. It floats by means of a gas-filled bladder, topped by a crest. A little sail that steadies it in the swell. Beneath that float, trail tentacles that can reach 30 meters. Each one carries thousands upon thousands of stinging cells. A single tentacle can kill a fish outright, and in rare cases, lurking among those lethal strands
from every direction. Escape is no longer possible.
is a small fish with a remarkable taste. It feeds on the man-o'-war's stinging cells, though it has some resistance to the venom.
Strategy and intelligence on full display. In warmer northern seas, pods of dolphins leap joyfully.
It must still move with great care. One mistake could be fatal.
Agile, intelligent, and united.
Most fish are not so fortunate. A tentacle snares this one, reeling it in like a fishing line. Within moments, it's paralyzed. Specialized muscles. Draw the prey towards other feeding parts.
A shadow approaches. The orcas begin their breathtaking chase.
Chemical digestion begins, slowly liquefying the flesh, until all that remains is skin and bone. A hungry man-o'-war can be astonishingly efficient.
At speeds nearing 60 kilometers per hour, they slice through the sea like living arrows.
In a single day, it may consume more than 100 small fish. From the surface, the open ocean can seem calm, almost empty.
The pursuit begins. The dolphins twist and turn, trying to confuse their pursuers.
A place shaped by wind, far from any shore. But beneath the waves are mountain ranges without end, deep trenches, and isolated volcanic peaks. The sea is far more mysterious than it first appears. And it's in the details that we discover how deep-sea creatures navigate this vastness. A solitary whale shark is beginning a remarkable journey. It's about the length of a small aircraft. and can weigh more than 20 tons. Like many sharks, it does not simply lay eggs. It bears its young inside its body. In that swollen belly are around 300 developing lives. It may be the largest fish in the ocean, and yet where it gives birth has long remained a mystery. But today, we may be a little closer to the answer. Each year, at a certain time, large numbers of whale sharks appear near the Galapagos Islands. They gather around a small island that rises abruptly from deep water. It's known as Darwin Island.
A harsh lesson of the deep.
Here, powerful currents drag nutrients up from the depths, and the sea becomes extraordinarily rich. So rich that fish arrive from every direction. Thousands of hammerhead sharks gather here too. Most of them are females. It seems they, too, have come to breed.
To come, the pursuit of a whale calf.
And the whale sharks receive special attention. Smaller fish dart along their rough skin, bouncing and grazing, perhaps to remove parasites from the giant's body. But other sharks pose a threat to anything newly born, and so, to avoid them, the whale shark dives.
From the depths, enormous shadows rise. The orcas strike from every direction.
Down to water 600 meters deep, and there she gives birth. In the deep, far from predators that hunt near the surface, and where food is plentiful, her young can grow stronger before they ever leave her. And yes, in these remote depths, young whale sharks have been seen. But in truth, every year, thousands of pregnant females come here. The evidence suggests this may be the largest nursery in the ocean. Across seas, one of them is South Georgia. For ocean wanderers forced onto land to breed, it can be an ideal refuge, a rare foothold in a harsh world. Take the wandering out used before. Its lifelong mate has been waiting. On South Georgia, some individuals are watched throughout their lives, and the studies reveal that even in their 30s, an older pair will still spare nothing to give their chick the best possible start, because one strong fledgling is the feathers it will need to fly. Months pass, and at last, the next generation is fully grown. The chick is ready to leave. In recent years, the chicks most carefully tended have been the ones most likely to survive. But this may be their final attempt, because these older parents may never fully recover from the effort. Soon, they will leave this island, and they may never return. Surviving in the open ocean pushes marine life to its limits. But today, they face a new threat: plastic. A little over a century ago, we invented a remarkable new material. It could be molded into almost any shape, and we worked hard to make it durable, tough, resistant, seemingly indestructible. Now, each year, we pour around 8 million tons of waste into the sea. If an animal becomes tightly entangled, it may have no escape, and the consequences reach even further. A pod of pilot whales moves through the water. They live together, perhaps one of the closest knit families in the ocean. Here, in the European waters of the Atlantic, as elsewhere, they too are threatened by plastic. One mother carries a terrible burden. Her calf is dead, and she cannot let go. For days, she has carried the body with her. As plastic breaks down, it binds with other pollutants and is taken up by countless marine creatures. For top predators, industrial chemicals can have lethal consequences. That calf may have been poisoned by contaminated milk. Pilot whales have large brains. They almost certainly feel grief. And when a young one is lost, the effects ripple through the entire family. Unless the flow of plastics and industrial pollution is reduced, in the centuries to come, ocean life will continue to be poisoned, and the cost will only grow. Creatures of the open ocean may travel more than any animal on Earth. They are forever on the move, following seasons and currents. But to escape our influence, it seems they would have to go farther still.